So what is up guys, it's Drewsmc, and as you guys can see today we are on episode 3 of how to build a modern city, and this is the tutorial series where I tell you guys on how you guys can build your own modern city, and how you subscribers can, build your own modern city with me, and everything will be built on camera. There's going to be nothing that you don't know how to build. So if you do want to do this series with me, what you can do is, if you have an existing modern city, you can possibly update your roads, update your pavements as how you did to mine, or you can just start your city with the city seed. Just go on my channel and go on my playlist and go on modern city tips and tricks, and there should be the fastest way to start it. And there's one with this seed until you find this seed, not the one with 20. It's got around 1,000 views until you find the one with this seed, and then yeah, you can join us. But we're on episode 3, and in this episode, guys, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be building ourselves a pet store. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna be getting out a couple of materials. I think I'm gonna get out some quartz slabs. Well, I already have it, but I need some glass. And if you're wondering why I'm building this in the default texture pack, it's just because of the fact that a lot of people use texture packs, but not everyone has a texture pack. So there might be some people that don't have any texture packs at all, and I'm just trying to think about everyone. So everyone has this texture pack, and so it might not look good in this texture pack, but I'm just trying to cater for everyone's needs. So we're just going to build our pet shop on this side, and what we're going to do firstly is we're just going to extend the pavement. And I'm really excited about this series just because I know that this series is a tutorial series. It's going really well so far. I really like the layout, and I know I'm going to be adding a lot of detail to this city, and I'm only gonna, and it's pretty much a tutorial, and although I may go slow, it's better quality than quantity, I would say. So just, if you guys want to do that, just extend the pavement by, I think, 1. Should I? Yeah, just extend it by 1. And then what we can do is we can add our pet shop around, where should we add it? Should we just add it anywhere? I don't want to say anywhere because that's not scientific. So to get yourself some green, many apologies there guys, my mic just fell and I'm trying to stabilize it, so 1 second guys. So yeah, my mic is now stable. I do apologize for that, but get yourself any color of wool. I'm just using green because that last pet shop I went to was green. You could use yellow, pink, blue, whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build up by 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, I might need to take this back one. Because no, in fact, we need to take the pavement back twice. Just, and if you're wondering why I need to take the pavement back, if you look here. There's this lamppost, and I don't want it to be too close to the wall. So the original pavement was 2 blocks from here, so we're just gonna add 2 more blocks like so, and then we're gonna be able to start building our pet shop. So in total it should be 5 stone blocks here. And guys, do make sure that you're not using the silverfish stone brick, because I used that for the roads, and I had to change it out. And if you guys are new to this series, you should be seeing that as I'm removing this, grey wool comes up underneath, and that's because of the seed that I used. Not the seed, the customized flatland world. So yeah, it's a flatland world, and I should leave that video in the tutorial, because that should be how you do it. So you can find it on my channel in the playlist. But yeah, like I said, got the green wool, and what we're going to do is we're just going to be building it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is still too close. It feels like it's still too close. What I might do is, in fact, I might just switch the side of this. I might just like destroy this side and just keep it going in the middle of the roads. So yeah, I might do that, but not now. Anyways, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go by 6. That looks pretty average, right? Pretty average 6. And then we're just gonna get ourselves some glass. We're gonna get ourselves some glowstone and go across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go across by 5 blocks, and then we're just gonna basically fill in this with just glass. And I mean, you could technically fill this in with glass panes, but I'm just gonna use this type of glass first just to see how it looks, because to be honest, I don't know how it will look. I just want to see if it will look good. So let's just do that. Do that. And does that look good? I mean, it doesn't look bad. I know for a fact it won't look bad at night time. But what I might in fact do is, let me just see with, it's not like, no, I'm gonna use paints instead. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the glowstone. So just remove that. If you built that already, do apologize, guys. It's better to, you know, fail and get it better than just to have one thing and done it quickly. So what you want to do is, I like using the birch wood because I don't know, it's just something that I really like. I really like the birch planks. You can use any type of plank you want, but I just really like it because it looks really light and really nice. So, and then what you want to do is just add your panes. So if you're wondering, this is 5 blocks wide, so just add your panes here. And this is the pet shop tutorial, so just add the panes all the way, and I feel like this gives it a much more realistic city approach. So yeah, and on top of these I'm going to be building some sort of like houses. So I need to go onto Google after this and just check how everything looks, because I think that looks better. That looks much better. I probably should build a convenience store now that I think about it. Yeah, pet shop's alright. So I think I'm going to take this across by 2 more blocks, and then yeah, so just add 2 more blocks and just take the panes up like so. So in total, the bottom, the length is now 7 blocks. And then we're just gonna take this. Okay, just take this across like that, and then we're gonna do our green wall, and then just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just gonna take this across by 2. Oh no, we're not gonna take it across just by 2. Is it 1 door? I don't know. In most places, 1 door or 2 doors. I'm really confused. You know what? Let's just take it across by. Let's just make it 2 doors. So let's just take it across by 3. So just build a little archway here, just like that. Just build a little archway. So this is up by 4, across by 3, and then down by 4. So in total, you should have a 2 block gap that you can, you know, just walk through, and then just place the whatever wood you have. And then what else do we need? What else do we need? Okay, we need to get ourselves some doors, because everyone needs doors, and now you can use whatever door you think looks best. And I'm just going to try out these doors. I haven't really used them before. I do apologize for that sneeze. Probably going to sneeze again. Apologies. Wow. Okay. It looks like that's the end of that. But, so, I know some of you might be thinking, why don't I have the doors like that? It's just that when you have the doors like this, it just feels like it's just too, there's not any depth to it, and it just doesn't feel really realistic. That's why I put them in like so, and I think they're on these blocks. So in fact, before you want to place that, you want to place down the birch wood. Oh wait, the birch wood, or the wood of your choice, like that, and then place your doors of your choice like that. In fact, I don't like those doors. Those look too, they look too open. What about a birch door? Let me see what the birch door looks like. No, that looks, you know what? That doesn't look bad. I don't mind that. Okay. So here, what I'm gonna add is so I'm just gonna add some quartz stairs, and I think that's a little. Although it reminds me of a little house, but that's what we're gonna have. I don't think it looks bad. I know that doesn't sound believable, but yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna change this texture here to stone brick, and let's see if we can find that. There's our stone brick. I know this might feel like a let's build a modern city, but I'm telling you everything to do. So yeah, so as you guys can see, you came up here. Let's just recap quickly, quick recap. You built up by 6 blocks of green wall. You then built across from the green wall by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, 7 blocks of the wood of your choice. You then filled this all in with glass panes, and then you came over to here or after the 7th block, and what you did is you got your green wall, you built up by 4 blocks, you took it across by an additional 3 blocks and built down straight to the ground, and then you came here, you got this door, and then that is pretty much what you did. So 1 second guys, I'm just gonna go on UK shops just to make sure that I've got the right things down, because okay, so Yeah. It feels like I've got the right way to go. Okay, so what we want to do now, guys, is in fact, let me just try if this looks better. Let me just see. Yeah, I think that looks better. So yeah, just destroy, because before you had it like this. So what you want to do, guys, is just destroy this here, take this down, and then just destroy that. So you got a little H, and then you just want to take this straight to the top like so, and then just take that straight to the top like that as well. And the reason I'm doing that is because it just looks a bit better. That's pretty much it. So what we're gonna have now is we are going to fill this in with glass as well. Oh wait, I've lost my glass. So what we want to do, because I've lost my glasses, what we want to do is, I don't want to make this episode too long, I just want to get the storefront done. What we're going to do is we're going to go across by an additional 7 blocks. It's similar to this side, just basically making it symmetrical. So we're going to go across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to build up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we are going to get our glass panes, so fill that in. Just fill in the glass panes. The glass panes are really a pain to fill in. You see what I did there? I always say that joke, but yeah, oh wow, I'm doing this pretty smoothly. Oh wait, gosh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing this pretty smoothly. Okay, and then just wait. Okay, yeah, just fill that in, and then just fill in this area here as well. And so here we've got our storefront. Our storefront is looking pretty nice in my honest opinion. And what can we do next? I'm thinking about that man in the mirror. Okay, no, I'm not, but I'm just trying to think, because I'm looking at UK stores, and right now there's like a sort of little bumper that's at the, I can't explain it. Basically what there is it's kind of like, how do I explain it? It's like there's this like bumper across here. I'm just showing you guys because I just want you guys to understand. And you can add this if you want. You can just have that. You can just have that style if you want. I mean, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. But there is that style that is on many shops that I think doesn't look bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but you can add that if you want. But personally, I'm just not sure. Right now we're in the early stages of the series, so if you want to add that, you can go ahead. But if you don't, that's just a variable choice, and there's going to be a lot of variable choices in your city. So yeah, now what you want to do, guys, is I don't want to make this episode too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically get your green wall and just build it all the way across, like so. Is that my chair making that noise? Oh wow, okay, it is. And then you want to build up by around 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, let me see what we do now. Just trying to think what's the best sort of approach for you guys. So yeah, I think that's fine. That should be fine-ish. So now what we need to do is, I think I should have used a better color scheme. In all honesty, I don't know why I chose the green. I'm not sure where that came from, but you know, we need to have that. Oh, another thing we need to have is so it should be green and what color? Green and I'm only thinking of there's not that many colors that go with green. You know what? I'm gonna have the light grey wall. I'm just gonna see how this goes. I'm basically doing a backing right now, and this backing involves me placing some light grey wool here. So just place some light grey wool here. I'm just gonna try this out. I probably should place grey wool. Just place the backing in here. So either light grey wool or grey wool, but not black, because black's just, it stands out a bit too much. And then what we're gonna do here is like so. Yep, there we go. And then we're just gonna splash ourselves some swiftness again, if we can. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to write what it is that is there. So I wonder if we can get the P down. So you just want to start by placing slabs like so. So okay, let me just do it like a tutorial. I'm not gonna say it like so. So you're gonna come to the edge here. You don't want to place it on here because you know you want to have space between the letters. So you're gonna come to this block here. So you see we have the edge here, and then we have this block here. You just wanna place half slab there, place another, place two more, and place two more, and then place one more. So we've got like this, you know, screenshot that if you will, just so you can see it. Then you just place one block here, two blocks here, and then one block underneath here. So there we have the P, guys. So if you want to screenshot that, you can see the individual blocks there. Just pause that and so you can build it. And then I don't think I'm gonna have enough space to write pet shop, so what I even might just do is write pet s, and then so we're just gonna do the same thing again. We're just gonna take all the slabs all the way down. So if it goes to that, if this touches the green bit, then you know you've messed up. So just take it down like that. Just make sure that there's a little gap. Then just build twice across, build once across, and then just build twice across. And then you can just add a middle one there, but you know that looks kind of weird. So in fact, I might change the length of this just because of that. And then what you want to do is you want to get your T. So apologies for my nose. So you want to place one block there, another half slab there, and then take it all the way down, and then just do that. So there we have the word pet. And then I'm gonna see if I can try if we can build an S. So I'm gonna put a little dot here, if that's like a dot, and I'm gonna put S like so. So if you want to build an S, you want to go down to the half slab length, put two here, put a full block there, then put two there again, put a full block, and then okay, that does not look good. See, I was going for this. Okay, I was going for that, but that does also not look good. So we're gonna do it the traditional way, guys. I do apologize. We're gonna have to do it the traditional way. So traditional way is just get your two blocks there, just go and just place three blocks. Okay, just place three half slabs, build up by one half slab, another half slab, then do it again. So you just take two across there, and then just one bang, and then bang, and then bang, and then bang. So as you guys can see, it says pets. But it means that it's like a pet store. So I guess that's what it is. So yeah, that's the pet store, and that's just the store front. So because it's really hard to write things in Minecraft, that's why that was so heart-wrenching to do. That was so weird. But yeah, like I said, I would recommend changing the backing. If you have it, you could change it to cyan, stained clay, just so that the text pops out while you're actually writing. So I'll just show you guys how this looks now. So you can see that when I have that, it stands out a bit more. So if you want to change it to grey wolf, I'm not going to mess around with the textures in the default texture pack, because I want to see what this looks like in the natural texture pack and the plastic texture pack, because those texture packs actually obtain the same textures as normal textures. The texture pack just messes around a bit, but you know, let me just do that. Let me just destroy the backing just to show you guys what it would look like. And then after we do this, on the next episode, we're going to do the interior of the pet shop. I'm going to do some other shops because well, you know, why not? So let's just do this. I do apologize if this episode was really long, but you know, some people enjoy these long episodes and some people don't, and some people do, some people don't, you know what I mean? But what can you do? Let's take this up. So here we go. There we have it. So you know, it's debatable which one you think looks better. It's up to you. It's completely up to you and what you think looks better. You could just leave it all green, and in fact I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to change it to all green. So if you want to change it to all green, you can change the backing to the end. This is another okay. This is another variable, guys, so another thing that you can change if you want. So what you can also do is you can add like a little, no, in fact corner shops do that, but you know, can we try it and see? What some shops have is they have like a little overhang, like a little, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, you know, some shops just have that little overhang. I don't know if it makes it look a bit more official, but I think it does. And then what a lot of things that people don't do in Minecraft is, there's like I don't know how to explain it, but when you're walking down the street, there's like signs that pop out at the side, and in fact I'm gonna have to remove these sides just so that because I didn't think that when I was building this that we'd have to do this, but there's like signs that pop out, and what they do is they state the brand of the shop. So we'll be walking down and you'll see from, let's say, really far, you'll just see that sign. Let's say it's the pet store. You see the P and you'll be like, oh my gosh, we're going to the pet store, and then you know where it is if you're looking for something. It's just like it just pops out. Like if you type in UK shops, you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah guys, this was the tutorial. You can add this overhang if you want. I personally think it makes it look a little bit more professional. On the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding the interior of this sort of pet store, and I really wish I sort of made up for this stuff here, but what can you do, guys? What can you do? And this is pretty much your basic shop sort of structure, and I'm going to be using this for a lot of shop structures, although some shops are different. This is what I'm going to be using mainly. So what you can do, you can change the background here to whatever color you want, just as long as you think it looks good. That's all that matters. If you use blue, you could use like blue and black and white, and then a variation of colors. But yeah, if there's any questions you have, don't be afraid to comment. If there's any ideas you do have, don't be afraid to put them down. And the reason why I chose a pet store in this episode, because someone commented a huge great comment that just said a whole ton of stuff, and I just thought, that is some great comment right there. I'm gonna add one of the things, and they said let's build a pet store. So in the next episode, we're gonna be doing the interior. We're gonna be adding a couple of animals here and there. And if you guys did enjoy this video, if you did, do not forget to leave a like, guys. This is how to build a Modern City episode 3, building a pet store. Share the series with your friends if they're struggling to build a Modern City, or just want some general tips, because that's what you will get when building this episode. Didn't realize it would take 20 minutes, but the more the merrier. It's been Drewsmc, and until next time, it's gonna be peace from me.